Today I wanted to sit down and talk about dark matter and just the mastery camo grind for Vanguard and kind of what I want and what a lot of people are talking about right now. Since a lot of people know my channel for the mastery camo guides, you guys have seen my Dark Ether, Damascus, and DM Ultra guides, and I plan to do the same with Cold War, and I plan to cover every single gun throughout the game and do all the tips and tricks that I did with Cold War guns and Modern Warfare that will stay the same for this year. But there's a lot of things that have been coming out about the new Call of Duty that people are questioning with the new camo, and I also kind of want to share my wish list as well. But the first thing and the most important thing to me is having a mastery camo that's actually worth it and worth the grind. In the past year, and I guess 2 years, in the past 2 years, we have gotten two multiplayer mastery camos, Damascus and DM Ultra. Personally, my favorite by far is DM Ultra. I just like the color changing and I like the animation more. And I would say Dark Ether would be second, and then Damascus would be third out of the three mastery camos we've gotten in the past couple years. However, I would say after unlocking Damascus once and grinding for it for a second time, Damascus is definitely not worth the grind for what you get on your gun. DM Ultra and Dark Ether, arguable. It's just personal preference, I understand that, but I don't want World War II Vanguard to have a bland chrome camo like the original World War II. I honestly would not care whatsoever if there was an animated camo in a World War II game. I think it would be awesome if there was an animated camo in World War II. We saw animated camos in World War II Zombies, so I don't understand why we wouldn't be able to see them in multiplayer. And I guess you could say, well, multiplayer is a little bit more realistic than zombies, but still. Even if there was like minimal movement, when there's some like moving shimmer and kind of like almost like waves on your weapon, I would not mind that whatsoever with a chrome camo. Honestly, I want to see an animated camo within World War II. I want some sort of movement on it. I feel like Ninja's saying there's not enough movement right now, but I want something interesting on the gun to make it exciting and just make it visually pleasing and worth the grind. I don't think grinding the same challenges for every single weapon to unlock a chrome camo is worth it, because as FaZe Jeff put it in his video a couple days ago, when you unlock chrome, it's like settling for second place even though you get the first place victory. It's like going to the Olympics, winning gold medal, but you're awarded a silver even though you won first place. So that's very similar to what chrome felt like, and Damascus to some extent as well. So I want to see a moving camo, and if it's not a moving camo, a camo that really stands out as, wow, that person put a lot of time into that camo and that grind. So I don't know what they could do if they were aiming for it to be realistic. I don't want a dark matter ripoff or like a Black Sky ripoff. I want something unique and interesting, very similar to how Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered had Exclusion Zone, which was like before its time, the Obsidian camo from Modern Warfare 2019 with green moving lines through it. So it was kind of like the Transgression camo from Black Ops 3 mixed with Obsidian from Modern Warfare 2019, and then there was just green instead of red from the Transgression camo moving through the gun. So that was really cool. So I want something unique, and I think there's so many cool cosmetic things that they could do for the Mastery Camo Challenge to make it worth the grind. Also, speaking about the grind, mounting is back, and we have this new blind fire mechanic, which raises some red flags, because when I think of blind fire, I think of like if there's a wall here and I'm right here, I'm here, but I'm like pointing my gun without aiming across the wall and kind of shooting, just literally blind fire. Like if the enemies are that way, that would be like me turning a corner. Like if my mic is the wall and pretend this is a wall, that's like me having a gun, not looking and shooting on the other side of the wall. I will hate if that's a camo challenge we have to do, especially just because it promotes slow gameplay. And I'm fine with long shots, headshots, bloodthirsties. I wouldn't want to see kills behind cover return, but long shots, point blanks, hip fires, mounted kills I would be okay with. Once again, I just don't want to see blind fire kills. It would really suck to get blind fire kills with a weapon if you needed like 50 of them for an assault rifle. What I would be okay with is if they combined blind fire and mounted kills, so it was like a challenge of get 100 kills while using the blind fire or mounting mechanic. That means that the odd time that you are using your blind fire and you do get a couple kills, that will actually help you towards your progress with the weapon and the camos there. Also, with the new deployable, I guess not deployable cover, it's more like destroyable cover where you can shoot through kind of boards and kill enemies. It kind of worries me that that's going to be brought into a camo challenge. I was actually thinking about this before I saw Jev's video talking on the topic, but Jev was like, I don't want to have to get a bunch of kills on enemies while they're behind destructible cover. So it makes me think of, oh, we're gonna see some sort of kill enemies while they're behind cover, very similar to what we saw in Cold War once again, except not only is it gonna be behind cover specifically, it's gonna be behind destroyable cover. So I think if that was a thing, you would also have to make it where it's half and half. Like you can do either or. You can either kill enemies while they're head glitching behind cover or just behind a wall or something, or if they're behind a destructible surface, a kill while you're shooting through a destructible surface as well. Kind of like meet the two best of both worlds and combine them into one camo challenge. And then of course the launchers are probably going to be a pain. The melee challenges are probably going to be a pain. That's to be expected though. I mean, all launcher challenges, it's not like they're going to give us the launchers gold for free, kind of like they did in Black Ops 4, but it's what we can expect for the future, right? I honestly am excited for the camo grind to actually have a grind to do. Once again, in Call of Duty, I love the beginning of new games when they launch because I love grinding the new camos and just working towards something brand new and fun and exciting. And I'm excited to bring you guys along the journey once again this year. Also, just because I'm talking about camo grinding, I don't know if I'm going to unlock Damascus a second time. I think I have like 4 assault rifles and 2 launchers gold already. I've only played like 6-7 hours of it though, so it's not really looking good for unlocking Damascus before Vanguard comes out. I probably won't even want to unlock Damascus a second time either, because I still have access to my original account, which got hacked and banned or whatever. Someone hacked into my account and changed all my info, hacked on it and got it banned, but I can still play it on my PS4 for some reason. So that might be a thing that I do still from time to time, is play on that account, but I honestly highly doubt it. So, and I don't really think that I want to unlock Damascus anytime soon, especially because we have Vanguard right around the corner. And I mean, realistically with Warzone, Vanguard and Cold War guns are going to maintain the meta, and then Vanguard's going to take over, so won't really use the Modern Warfare guns anyway. And the guns that I do use in Modern Warfare, I got gold anyway, so not a huge deal to me there. But yeah, this year is going to be interesting. Hopefully they don't make the challenges just stupid to make the grind take longer. Kind of like what Modern Warfare did. Modern Warfare 2019, the challenges weren't hard, but they increased the limit just to make it more tedious. I want the challenges to be challenging. I want the Mastery Camo to be like, hey, I got gold on every single weapon of the game and got Vanguard's Dark Matter equivalent. And while doing that, I had to challenge myself and play the ways that I normally wouldn't play. Now, I don't want to have to play completely different and have to slow my pace down to get 100 kills by standing in the same spot while mounting or blind firing. I don't want to have to do that. Sure, make me use different attachments, get me to get 200 kills with no attachments on a weapon, 150 kills with all 5 attachment slots, make me get kills with specific perks with different guns, stuff like that. Make me get kills with different ammo types, because that's going to be a thing, which would be a very cool camo challenge to do in the game. Be like, instead of like mounting kills or whatever, just random camo category, say for SMGs you have to get like 75 kills with this specific type of ammo type, or this section of ammo types, and then you can just kind of progress through the camo that way. Anyway, hopefully it's gonna be good. I mean, I'm excited for it in the future. Vanguard is looking very promising right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below. Are you guys gonna be grinding the Mastery Camo with me, just kind of like we do every year when the game comes out, or are you just gonna kind of casually progress through the camo throughout the year and then eventually unlock it in the summer? Anyway, leave a like if you guys did enjoy, dislike if you didn't. There's no hard feelings. Subscribe for more videos in the future. Use code WILD on gamersubs.gg for 10% off all your purchases. Helps the channel out and helps support me as well. And I'm about to head out. If there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.